Hello, everyone. Nabil Qureshi and David Wood with Acts 17 Apologetics, along with our friends Paul and Nagin. You may recall that last month we were arrested while in Dearborn at the Arab Festival. Turns out that when we were walking around trying to just represent Christianity and answer people's questions, people accused us of breaching the peace. There's a lot that goes along with that story. We can't cover all the details now, but we do want to update you on what happened. Today was our arraignment. We were at the court in order to speak to our lawyer as well as the court system about where the case is going. Also to enter our pleas, guilty, not guilty, etc. David, would you like to give details about what happened?
Sure. Well, we entered our plea, of course, of not guilty, since we didn't break any law, and we didn't even break anything close to a law, didn't even break the festival rules. So we're still puzzled. We're still puzzled to a great extent about what exactly we did, and that's why our lawyer filed what's called a motion for a bill of particulars. We still want to know exactly what it is that we supposedly did. Now, there are lots of things included in the police report. We finally got our police report just this past Friday. So all of these weeks that have transpired, they still haven't told us exactly what we did. And when we get the police report, we find, well, temperatures were running high because there was a storm on the way and it was humid and this aggravated the crowd. Well, are we responsible for the weather now? What exactly did we do that breached the peace? And so, in other words, people are telling us you breached the peace. Great. What did we do? What exactly did we do? And the question becomes even more puzzling when we think about Paul and Nagin. At least with Nabil, you can say he was talking to people. And maybe in Dearborn, we're going to declare that that's violating, that's breaching the peace, if you're having a conversation and answering people's questions. But what exactly do you do with Paul and Nagin? And I'll just go ahead and ask, since we're familiar now with the police reports, Nagin, after going through this police report, the police say they came up to you to take away your camera and force you to stop recording and take you with them. Now, according to the police report, according to what they've said, what exactly were you accused of doing that would justify them coming up, seizing your camera, and forcing you to stop recording?
Honestly, David, I don't know, and I don't think that the police department knows either, given that the police reports were extremely vague. They said that we were disturbing the peace. Well, how exactly were we disturbing the peace? Those descriptions weren't given in the police report. All that I know is that I was standing there 100 feet away from these guys, videotaping, and two policemen approached me and told me to put my video down. I wasn't aware that videotaping in America had become illegal.
And just so everyone knows, it's not illegal. You can stand. And interestingly, last year, we asked if we could stand. We asked if we're allowed to record. And, of course, we were. We're allowed to record. It's a public sidewalk. You can record all you want. Even at a festival, if you want to say, but there's a festival going on, you're still allowed to record. There is no law. There is no rule against recording. So what possible basis could they have for coming and arresting Nagin? We don't know. We don't have a clue. Here we are, almost a month after we're put in jail, and we don't know why exactly Nagin was put in jail. And what do we do with our friend Paul? At least with Nagin, you can say, when we told her to hand over her camera, she didn't want to do it. So if you want to stretch the law to unimaginable lengths and toss in all kinds of nonsense, what do you do with Paul? So, Paul, according to the police report, what exactly are you accused of doing that would justify putting you in handcuffs and taking you to jail?
Absolutely nothing. I was standing there holding the camera, videotaping, just like Nagin was. I was a little bit closer in, doing nothing but holding a camera recording. And I wasn't aware that videotaping was illegal in America either.
So we have an idea of what Nabil and I are being accused of, talking. We are actually being accused of more than that. We were yelling at people and stuff. Well, this is what they're saying about Nabil. He was yelling. The video footage, the video recordings that we were doing at the time show that this is absolute nonsense. So how did the police get around us showing the world what the video footage clearly shows? Well, they still haven't given us the video footage. Interestingly, we learned from the police report that after the police illegally seized our video cameras on the 18th, on the 21st, the first business day after our arrests, they got a warrant to make a copy of all of our footage. So they have copies of all of our footage. They can't say we're holding the cameras because we want to see the footage. They have copies of it already. And they're still refusing to hand over our cameras. And here we've already gone to court. We've already pled not guilty. We have a right to prepare our defense. And they still haven't had. They promised to do it soon. But, I mean, this is just absurd. This would not be acceptable in any city, in any state in the United States of America.
So just to recap, we were at a festival. We did absolutely nothing wrong, nothing contrary to the law, nothing even contrary to festival rules. And yet false accusations were levied against us. When we asked for the details of those accusations, we haven't received word. And it looks like we might not receive word because a motion was leveled by our attorney in court today to receive those details. And the judge seemed hesitant to allow that to happen. So no details on what we did wrong. All the evidence to show that we did nothing wrong has been kept from us, even though there's no need to keep it from us any longer. This is the United States of America. This is a country where our right to free speech is protected and has been protected repeatedly by the Constitution, by the Bill of Rights, by Supreme Court rulings, common law. Every way you look at it, we should have the ability to walk through a festival and share our beliefs with others. Mind you, we didn't even do that. We waited for people to come up to us and ask us about our beliefs. But it looks like the rules are changing here in Dearborn slowly. Let's pray, all of us together, that those rules would not change as quickly as some might want them to. Nabil Qureshi, David Wood, Acts 17 Apologetics, along with Paul and Nagin.